Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's a grey day here in Kent, but today's a special day because I'm actually going to meet up with another YouTuber, and that YouTuber is a gentleman called Trevor Fentiman, and he lives about 20 miles from here in Faversham on the coast of North Kent. And what we're going to do is, I set Trevor a challenge yesterday via messaging, and I said, I'm looking for a field, wide open field, which has got a lot of poppies in it. We normally have them around here in Kent, but this year there don't appear to be any. So short of trying to scout the whole county out and waste petrol, I just asked Trevor if he knew of any locations near him, and he came back to say yes he did, and he went out and took a picture to prove the point, and it was only a few miles from his house. So what we're going to do is, I'll just pick you up and spin you around. We're going to go to North Kent, to near Faversham later, meet up with Trevor. He's got his own YouTube channel. I'll put a link below to that, and check him out and have a look at his content and subscribe if you like to, and all that goes with it. And we're going to go and explore this field, and hopefully the weather will hold good. Yesterday was sort of broken cloud, sunshine and cloud, and it was quite attractive, nice, interesting sort of summery sky or late spring sky. Today we've got grey, pretty consistent grey, but I think the weather forecast for later is to get breaks in the cloud, maybe a couple of showers, but I'm not concerned about that. And we might get some interesting sky as well. So that's what we're going to do. And my objective is, I'm not sure which camera I'll take. I'll probably take the A7R4. But I'll probably vlog on what I'm vlogging on now, which is the iPhone 11, because I found it's really quite good for vlogging. The image quality looks pretty good, the tracking is certainly very good, and I've got you currently on this gimbal, which I've set to track my face, and I'm not doing that motion apart from lifting and moving the gimbal around. It's a DJI Osmo Mobile 3, I think it is, about 99 quid new. I've had two of these in the past and I've never got on with them, but I decided now I've got this new iPhone 11, which has got some seriously very good vlogging application stuff downloaded, that I'm going to try doing the vlogging just using the iPhone and also this little gimbal. So we'll head off. About an hour from now I'm going to set off. It'll take me about 45 minutes to get over to Faversham, and we'll meet up with Trevor and we'll pick up from there and see what the day brings for us. Yeah, well, we're on our way. I'm going to meet up with Mr. Fentiman and we're going to see how the day turns out. It has been spotting a little bit, and the weather forecast is for rain, or showers more accurately. So let's get on with it and see what we get from today. Quite looking forward to this, something different. I haven't met up with any other photographers since January when I met Dave Griffiths up in North Wales, so it might be an interesting day. Let's hope so. Well, I'm here now. I'm just waiting in the place very close to where Trevor suggested we meet up, which is the edge of the road between Ashford and Faversham, and hopefully in the next few minutes he'll turn up and we'll make a plan for the day and see if we can get any decent images. I quite like this sort of weather. A lot of people don't. I just looked out the window and seen a field full of poppies, although that's not the one that I think he's suggesting, but there are quite a lot of poppies down that little track there, which look quite nice. Anyway, I quite like this sort of weather because I like to bring the clouds out. I've used dehaze quite a bit and actually put more structure into the clouds, and you can get some quite moody shots, and I think this sort of sky works well. So we'll see what we get from today. Well, here we are. We finally got here. We had to take a rather arduous route to get here because one of the roads that Trevor found for us was closed. There's a lot of traffic coming past where we've parked up here. But if I spin you round, in the distance over my left shoulder, you can see, I hope, a very, very large poppy field, and we've parked on this little verge in the centre island between the roads, and here we have Trevor. This is Trevor, who's kindly found the field for me, and we're going to go and have a look at it, and we're going to see what we can get. It's drizzling a little bit, but we're brave, we can tackle that. I'm waterproof anyway, so does it matter? No. In fact, the lighting conditions are really quite good because it is much more subdued, and the poppies tend to get blown out if there's bright sun on them, and we haven't got bright sun, we've just got a nice diffuse light. So let's go and see what we can find. Well, Trevor's actually taking a phone call from another YouTuber, or at least I think he's a YouTogger, and
the Podgy snapper.
He's got the Podgy snapper.
Oh, Trevor, where are you?
I'm here.
Yes, there he is.
Oh my God, what's that?
You're being videoed, mate.
Clive.
Sorry.
Right, Clive, hang on. Hang on.
Oh dear. And here we have Trevor modelling this year's extension. This is the very fine square aluminium section L bracket modification that Trevor's come up with, which actually means you can get in to the side of the camera and the flip screen works, as demonstrated by my able assistant here. There it is. Now, isn't that a wonderful thing? Trevor's taking orders, they're only £50 each.
You can still get it at the plug socket.
Yeah, you can get at everything. That is wonderful. That's a perfect example of ingenuity, absolute ingenuity. And you can get to the button release for the lens. Yep, I think the price has just gone up to £90, but
Could be a
Well, I'm stood in the edge of this field here, magnificent flowers around us, and something's taken my interest. There's actually some purple flowers amongst these poppies, and also a bit of cow parsley, which is making for an interesting variation. So I've got the camera set up here, as you can see, quite low, pointing down. I've got the 1635 on there. A lot of depth of field needed here, so I've got it set at f22, which is giving me a 40th of a second, and I'm hoping to sort of pull those nice purple flowers into the scene, as well as the cow parsley acting as a little bit of a sort of almost like a little tree growing in the foreground. Got to be a bit careful, there's a bit of wind happening, so it is tending to make things move around a bit, so need to keep the shutter speed reasonably high, but I think we'll get quite a nice little image from that. It'll appear in the picture next. There's some nice long grass here, which you can see behind me, which if I spin you round, you can see goes off along the edge of the field here. And I've got the long lens on because I think I'm pulling things really quite close in, which is giving some nice little, tiny little sort of miniature scenes within scenes, as it were. So I'm hoping some of these pictures will come out quite nicely. I'll just spin you around and let you have a look at what I've just taken here, or am just taking. Try and get the shadows off it. See, that picture there is quite pleasant, it's quite pleasing. Nice little scene of some different purple and white and red of the poppies. Let's see how that all comes out. Well, as ever, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.